Okay, we got a 2003 Chevrolet Express van here. What I'm going to show you guys is a really common problem that a lot of dealerships will try to take your money for. It is, if you ever get 150, 200,000 miles, sometimes at 80,000 miles, you'll start to have a problem with the engine over revving. You put it in gear, it still over revs. Every now and then it'll stop, but it'll come back. This is the problem. You've got wires down here that go to your throttle body, and there's two different mechanisms down there. One of them is right here, if you can see it, and the other one is under here. They're right next to the alternator. That's how you'll be able to find them. The wires that go to the top mechanism right here, which moves in and out to allow air intake into the engine, the wires on it, which are right here that come to it, always go bad right at the connector. This one was broken off, and it does something to that and it causes it not to idle properly. It'll end up eating up your gas, maybe blow the motor if it goes too hard, too high at in park or neutral. But basically what you've got to do is order another 4-prong piece like this and splice it into the line that's coming out, and it'll probably look like this because this is the only one I could find. And I purchased this one about 3 years ago for another van, the exact same type of van, same year, 2003 Chevrolet Express with the V8 6.0 liter Vortec, and I had the same exact issue, except last time the dealership here in Lexington, South Carolina, the Chevrolet dealership, told me I had a blown head gasket and charged me $1,200 to fix it. And when I got it back and ended up finally saying I wasn't going to pay any more money and started looking myself and trying to figure out what was wrong, I found that these wires were spliced just like I have them now, and that none of the bolts were touched on the head. So the dealership charged me $1,200 to splice 4 wires. I ended up finding that when I started tearing it apart, and I had the same issue again on the vehicle because the dealership did not splice them properly, and they ended up breaking apart again. So anyway, what you want to do is, once you get them all spliced together like this, they're 4 wires, you want to make sure and wrap them real good, and put some more of like the wire stuff around them, because what's causing it is the heat. And I always tried, like when I did this last one 3 years ago, I tried to wrap it all the way up to the connector, because where they're breaking off is right in here. So I just thought I'd tell everybody that. It'll save everybody a lot of money and frustration, and hopefully you won't get gouged for $1,200 at the dealership like I did. So the other thing, this part here is the part that this actually plugs into, and there's nothing wrong with this one. I just changed it this time off the old van to see if possibly I could do that without having to splice everything, but once again, that was not the problem. Neither one of those mechanisms down here, neither that one nor this one, will end up being your problem. It's always going to be the wires. So anyway, thanks. Have a good day. Bye.